Hi everyone, Tia from Order of the Bookish here with another graphic design post. So today we're going to be making a graphic for this new book, The Luckiest Man Returns, which was published on June 2nd, 2026. Now, this book is super special because 10% of all proceeds from this book will be going to the Cleveland Clinic for ALS research. So, lots of great program behind this book. So, go ahead and share this, promote it, help this author out, and help out the Cleveland Clinic. 10% of proceeds will be going to that clinic for ASL research. Now, let's get into this design. So as you guys saw, I went ahead and I took the book cover and I placed it into a tablet frame, which you can find just in the elements section. Now I'm just overlaying a bunch of baseball themed elements. So I just went to elements on that left side, put in baseball, went to photos, and now I'm just adding in and making the images stacked on top of each other and then making them a little translucent so you can see through it and it's not so heavy. Now I'm just putting in my fonts and I'm going to play around with positioning. I know I do want a call to action, so read it now, read on Amazon, something like that. And then I also want to include the tagline. I love a tagline. So I want to say read it or read it on Amazon, and I want it to be stacked on top of each other. Like I don't want it to say read it on Amazon in small letters. I want these to be big letters and I want it to be designed and I want it to be interesting. So all I'm doing is I'm typing read it in a font that is going to be really thick and bold. And I put a little white rectangle on top of it. And now I'm just putting on Amazon. And that line that you see in the middle is a line that just comes with, like when you select a square that you can change the shape of, that line will come in it. So I'm going to play with that a little bit later. But here I am. I'm just putting in the tagline. I already had it copied off of the Amazon listing. So I just pasted it in. And then I want to put in a few tropes, just a few. I don't want to overwhelm this with too much. As much as I would love to put all the tropes into this graphic, we can leave room in the actual captions of the post to be sharing more information. And now I want to put in my arrows. I don't know. I love arrows. I know some readers don't, and some authors don't like to use them, but I find them really fun and creative and just like a little bit of personality. Now, usually I would keep arrows a really simple all black color, but because the cover itself of the book is so simple, I feel like I can play around with coloring in this graphic. So I do want to keep it branded. So the colors I'm using for my texts and fonts and typography and elements is going to match that of the book. So now what you see me doing is just playing around with sizing, shapes, and colors. One of the cool things about Canva is that it's super, super easy to adjust and experiment. One of the things I don't like about Photoshop is that it takes a little bit longer. So I always use Canva, especially just for like being quick. So I put in the tropes. These I just copied. The author had emailed me tropes, so I just copied and pasted them in. And we're pretty much done now. Again, just fixing little things up, but like this is the post, guys. So go ahead and check it out on Amazon. The Luckiest Man Returns.